All right, we're here with our good friend Ashley Cavazos. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh my gosh, hi you guys. It's so good to see y'all in person and like be
not
together.
on a Zoom screen,
I know,
and not in a
yes.
text message.
Yes.
We have some fun stuff to talk about. We're going to see more of each other in person.
Yeah.
In just a few months at ASOTU. I'm going to let you talk about what we're doing.
So pumped. I mean, thank y'all for the support, right? Like from the beginning, y'all have been supporters of WOCAN, Women of Color Automotive Network, and we just announced this morning that we are going to be at ASOTU for a WOCAN breakfast mixer. So I'm so pumped up. It's a great way to just kick off the event with our WOCAN members. We have a ton of people on the East Coast, so I'm so excited to see who we bring in. Because they've been asking for it. They want more of us in person.
Yes.
They love the virtual experience. They love the annual luncheon, but they're like, hey, like, what more can we do? And being in Baltimore is a perfect location. So I'm so excited. Carrie's excited. Erica, the whole team, we're so pumped up. So just thank you guys for giving us the space and this voice to just share it with the community.
I think more people are becoming aware of what WOCAN is in the industry, and there's still awareness to be done because there are so many people that should know and should be a part of that. And I think when you become a member of something, right, you definitely have a community to call home, and those are my people, but you all also have cadences that those members can interact with each other. Talk about some of the cadences through the year that you just said. Be a little bit more detailed about how the community actually engages each other.
Yeah, so we have a Facebook group for members only. And not everybody's on Facebook, but there are a lot of our members on Facebook, and they can't always get to these events, right? We have technicians and sales associates and people who are on the accounting team. They don't get to go to these kind of places. Yep. So how do you connect with them? And you do it through your social media channels. I honestly we could not do any of this without we have different, and I'm blanking on the word, committees. Sorry.
Yeah. Groups of people talk about things. We have
groups of people, but we have committees that we introduced last year, which is really great because as a team, the leadership can't do it all, as y'all know, right? Yep. You can't do it alone. And so we built some committees. So we have like our events committee, our member engagement committee, and we cannot do it with them. They're helping us stay engaged with them. They're bringing the one-to-one conversations that people need as well. And there are some tough conversations that have had to happen because people don't know, a lot of women don't know who to go to, and we're there for them. So we have the Facebook group, we have virtual speaker events. We actually just announced our leadership program with Solera. And
wow.
This is gonna be huge. They are gonna be supporting 100 WOCAN members into a leadership academy. If you don't know, Solera has an amazing leadership program for their women, and they're going to get 6 months of leadership training from the Solera team.
Oh, that
free.
Is so cool.
Like high-level leadership training.
High-level leadership training. Jing Lau, who's like the chief administration officer for Solera, is like putting this together with her team. They've been amazing. Like all of them. So we're so pumped. That was just announced as well about a week ago. And so we're accepting applications for that so we can connect and grow more women of color in the industry and help them see like, hey, maybe you don't have a place at your dealership that can help you do this. Let us help you get there.
So ASOTU is going to be May 14 through 17.
Yes.
15 and 16, the main days. The breakfast is going to be on the 15th.
Yes.
Do you know what you're going to do with your time there yet?
I do. I'm really excited. I have talked with Carrie. As soon as we talked, right, we were like, okay, I have some ideas.
The wheels start turning,
Yeah,
right?
The wheels start turning.
Yes.
And fortunate for me, like I was also at my time at Walser, the vice president of Women of Walser. And one thing I put together was a leadership breakfast, and that really helped inspire what we're going to do with WOCAN.
Beautiful.
But just help bring everybody together to network. So we're going to have some little networking activities. We're working to get all the founders together and do like a fireside chat. So
big guns.
That's really our goal is to get as much. It's really hard because everybody's
busy.
They're busy,
spread out.
Yes. But thankfully we put this together early. We have some time. So I've got some commitments. I'm not going to say who just yet because I want to get the confirmations, but that's our goal. We want to make sure that we have just a fireside chat, get to know them and get to know each other. So that way when you're walking around ASOTU, hey, I know you. We were just in this.
Right, and it basically kicks off welcome reception the night before. But this is like the first programming, the whole event. So if you come, you can find your friends early on.
And then make a movement, go to the main stage, go into the
come alone.
the
Like, it's
conversations.
okay to come alone because we're gonna find somebody for you to get to know at the breakfast because it's intimidating, right?
I don't care what event you go to. If you're not with someone or have someone to be with, it's intimidating.
So intimidating. Yeah, and especially as women because we're like, well, these guys know each other. You're like,
in this
but you don't see a lot of women.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of us floating around.
Yep.
We're getting, we're building our community, but it's really
I would say
tough.
ASOTUCon is probably the most balanced event in automotive.
Yeah.
I'll go that far and say that.
I would agree. My first ASOTUCon was this past year, and I loved it. Like, that's going to be an event that is on my annual, hey, where am I budgeting to go to? I've got to be at ASOTUCon. Like, the workshops are great. The community is great.
And there's going to be a WOCAN breakfast every year.
And now we've got WOCAN there. So, it's got to happen.
Well, it's perfect because your primary luncheon every year is at the NAMAD conference, which makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
But it kind of splits the other side of the year. So it's a good break point for the other side of the year at this point because typically late fall is NAMAD.
Oh, it's great.
Yes.
So it's really cool.
And I mean, that's when this came together, right? When we first talked about it.
Right.
We were at NAMAD and y'all were like, okay.
We need to help bring this energy to the other side of the year.
And what I love about that is NAMAD is obviously a broader community of minority dealers, and so there's definitely a critical mass there. But I think the real heart behind making sure that women and women specifically of color and minorities are integrated into the entire ecosystem, that it's not just pull us out and have us over here. It's actually, no, this is a broader community that needs the voices of every single aspect of our community. And when that comes together, we say
Everybody
this with industry partners, OEMs, and dealers, right? When people come together, collaborate, understand that there are other people in the industry that need to hear those voices and that every voice is valued, that is the best way to move.
Yes.
So that's what I'm really excited.
Yes, and the great thing about doing it at ASOTUCon, what I feel with this community, what y'all have created and what we've created together is when you find somebody who's new or somebody who's trying to get to know the industry a little bit, we just wrap our arms around each other, right?
Yeah.
And we
I feel
lift
like
each
a
other
family
up.
so quickly at ASOTUCon.
Yes, I just had somebody reach out to me, a general manager in South Texas from my hometown, and he just hired a marketing manager, and he was like, hey, I want to find some places to send her to because she's new. What do you recommend? And I'm like,
got your spot.
I think I know what place I can tell you.
Oh, well, hey, look, Ashley, thanks so much for spending some time with us. We're so excited about that. We're excited about what WOCAN is doing in our industry, having you at ASOTUCon, and always your energy is just infectious.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.